Hey, it's Dan from Burke Tech, and I don't mean to rant here, but as I'm driving to school this morning, I have to just communicate this interaction I had yesterday with a teacher. I gave them an article to read from Dr. Bull, Bernard Bull from Concordia University, Wisconsin, about hacking the system, hacking the school system. And on there, on his blog, in the article, it talks about struggling students and are we doing enough job to maybe teaching these struggling students ways to live the life and be able to pick out things that they may not understand and be able to use the system in a way to prosper, and not just for school, but it actually goes deeper into life. So there's a good article about it. I had my teachers, I emailed it out to my teachers, telling them to read it and email me back their responses, their thoughts, positive, negative, pros, cons, type of thing. So far I got response by 2 teachers. The first teacher loved the article, and which I was actually surprised by, and was right in there with it, and actually wanted to learn more about Dr. Bull uses a term called double loop learning, and wanted to know more about that. So I was able to contact Dr. Bull to get some more in-depth information about that article, or that part of it, so I could share it with this teacher, which were awesome. This teacher took this information and is diving into more and into more depth about what they were reading and learning, and also they liked the part about in the article about no longer these teachers are sitting in front of the classroom with all this wealth of knowledge, trying to just spew it down to the lower intellects. And that's not the word he uses, but that's kind of how I picture it, is these people, well, I have all the knowledge in the world, and I'm going to spew it down to you because you are below me. So she's not one like that, and which is great. Then I have the other teacher. First of all, they didn't email me back, which, okay. The only reason I wanted them to email me back is so I could keep it and actually put it into their profiles and stuff. But came into my office and said it was an interesting article, but didn't really agree with anything. He said that pretty much he had like a one word, I'm trying to remember exactly, but I'm not going to remember exactly, but like one word answer to the article: laziness. He believes that the students, for the most majority of students, 90% of the students that are struggling is because they don't care, or they're lazy, or they're just not putting effort into it. So why change? Here's the key point here. Why change what we're doing for 10% of the students when 90% of the students are either okay or don't care and not trying? And why change for them? Oh! It cringes. Hopefully I didn't have too much of like, what? Look on my face. I mean, how do we grow if that's our attitude? I mean, you think about the parable of the lost sheep. One sheep out of the 99 or 100 wandered off, and the shepherd went and got him. We shouldn't let one child. I mean, people talk, oh, no child left behind, and it kind of played out its term. But we should not let any child fall behind. And even if the child is lazy, I have students that are lazy. I teach a math class, and some of them are lazy. It doesn't mean I just let them be lazy or that I don't work with them or try with them. Yeah, they frustrate me. Yeah, there's times if I had hair, I would want to pull it out because it's like, what don't you get? It's 2 plus 2. It's a little bit harder than that. It's 8th graders, but that's part of the problem too. That's 8th graders, and we already pulled these kids out of regular general population class, if you want to call it, because they weren't ready for algebra. So they already feel different, and and I tell them that the class we have is not an easy class. It's not a pre-algebra class. It's an 8th grade level class. It's just not strictly algebra. We do a lot of things, geometry and stuff. We did some of the things that this algebra class hasn't even talked about yet. Polynomials for being one of them. I think their algebra class is just now talking about polynomials. My kids could do those already. So it's not that I try to make it so that they didn't feel like they were dumb or anything, and that's part of the article. Talks about that these kids think they're already dumb. So why do we throw it on top of them, saying, "Yep, you are"? And this goes beyond just this teacher. It goes beyond just my school, because it's happening all over, everywhere. What are we doing for these kids? What are we doing for ourselves to become better? Are we lifelong learners? Are we just here to collect a paycheck? Or wait till I get some bonus because when I retire, I'd be teaching for so many years? I don't know, guys. That's what's on my mind today. I'll be sharing another article with you guys another time. I started to read it this morning, but didn't get time to finish it. So tell me in the comments below. Am I just crazy? Is my teacher crazy? Or is my teacher right? Maybe he is right. Maybe we should be thinking about this in a different way, and about the kids being crazy, or not crazy, but lazy. Maybe the kids are crazy too, especially this time of year. 7th grade, spring, students, hormones are always up there. Luckily, we only have 2 boys in 7th grade. We are a very girl-dominated school, because last year we only had 3 boys in 8th grade. So next year we only have 2 boys in 8th grade, unless we get a couple more students, which I hope. But a lot of girls. But that's it. Next time, the article is going to be about what are we, as parents, do we really know what our children are learning? So, subscribe. Thanks.